Hi everyone, I'm Jenna, and for my observations, I observed a first grade teacher at Taos International School, and she is actually my mother. She's bilingually and TESOL endorsed, and I was just lucky enough to be able to observe my own mother. The one thing from the book that grabbed my attention right away was the accommodation readiness spiral. And I wanted to see if she implemented these different accommodations in her classroom. And what I jotted down was that the 6 different accommodations, and the way she implemented them was 1, critical reflection. She has this little notebook where she writes down different methods that work and don't work for each student. Like I haven't read it or asked her to read it. I'm sure she'd let me, but different things like this worked for this student or this didn't because it was too time consuming, or whatever, why it didn't work. That way she doesn't use it again for that student, or really uses it for a certain student. Number 2, CLD students and family. She doesn't do home visits, but she does have a night of culture, and there the students bring different foods and crafts and clothing, and she does this every year, and the students really seem to enjoy it. I've been there several times because she is my mother, so I'm able to go all the time that she has it. And the students really learn from this night, and they love that they can bring their parents and involve their families, and I really think it's a really positive thing that she does for them. And they have fun, lots of fun. Environmental is number 3. The classroom is so welcoming. There's lots of colors. She has lots of visuals up, photos, diagrams, charts, and everything's in English and Spanish because it's a dual language school. So everything's in both languages. And I think that really helps the students to feel, comfortable, and that's what she wants. And right away states at the beginning of the year she wants them to feel at home because it's their home away from home. They spend over 8 hours a day there, and she just wants them to feel welcomed. So she does that by making her classroom, really nice. She spends all summer getting it ready. Number 4 is curricular. In her classroom, she has a multilingual library, and she has books in English, Spanish, I think even some Chinese, Native American books. And she just, the children can read those at free time, borrow one to take home at any time. She really focuses on that library. Number 5 is programming and instructional. And she does that by lesson planning. Because she is my mother, I'm able to see her go home and, do different lesson plans. And she does that over the weekend. That way she has them ready for the entire week. And number 6 is application and advocacy. I actually saw this on Friday. She ordered some scholastics, and she ordered them in both languages, English and Spanish. And the children just really seemed to like the ones in English, so she thought it'd be a good idea to get Spanish ones as well. And they're very excited because they want to take home both to, compare both languages. I wrote down some strategies that she used. Right away, she recognizes her CLD students and learns about them. And she actually does that for every student. She wants to know who she has there and who she's teaching. She sets goals along with the student and sometimes the parents. And they'll set a goal for the year and they work on that. And she's always respecting the students' beliefs and culture and tries to implement each student's culture throughout the year. And she also helps, the students find appreciation for their culture. There's some kids who are kind of like shy and embarrassed to speak because they speak in Spanish, and she, just shows how beautiful it is to speak both languages and how proud they should be. So she's always praising them that they can, speak in both languages, or they can speak in Spanish, or they're fluent in English, whatever. She's always praising her students. And I really thought that was admirable. Let's see, what else did I notice? Oh, she used a thematic unit by using communities, and she brought in different policemen, EMTs, different teachers, and they actually visited our local firehouse, and the students were able to see how they, help on a daily basis. So they were able to implement that in their classroom by having